Turn to ban. Liquid's turn to pick.
StarLadder.
Dazzle.
Liquid's turn to pick.
Timbersaw.
Navi's turn to ban. Liquid's turn to ban. Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yo, it's me again. It feels like it's the same as game number 2, judging by the picks. Game number 1, Navi did really well, placed observer wards, but they seem to have failed to get those kills and kill Alk a few more times. If they did it, I think it would have been a bit different game if they tried to like kill Alka 2 more times, but Miracle was playing so cautious. If you watch the game right now, it feels like we are casting a replay, except the part that Navi banned that X for that Dazzle because it caused a lot of problems to Navi. I'm still expecting to see Ember Spirit this game as well from Navi. It's the same 2 picks, StarLadder Timbersaw against Underlord Dazzle, and it went so fast as well.
Liquid's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Rubik.
Navi's turn to pick.
I don't find it that strong with it because it doesn't have early kill potential. It does if you have some kind of stun in terms of you using Firestorm, but pretty much people gonna skill a Trophy Aura before Pit of Malice. So at level 4, which you're gonna be at minute 5, minute 6, you're gonna have level 1 Pit of Malice, which only lasts a little bit less than a second. I don't know if that's enough. That hero move speed is not so good as well. He needs boots of speed, as we saw in the game before the last one. When who played it? Soneiko played it. He did really good in the early game, but I think that hero needs to tank up. He needs to be played as a core.
5 seconds remaining.
Nah, and it seems very strange to me that also be running it with the Dazzle, because they're running into the exact same issue that they had last time, where they just don't have any lockdown. Like, you have Batrider to deal with the Timbersaw, and then taking the Shadow Fiend mid now. Like, I am just... They're running the exact same trap from Liquid. They're doing everything that they want, pretty much. Oh, wait, no, that was the game before this, excuse me.
Yeah.
But it's still the same problem.
Combined. It's 2 games combined into 1 game. Well, Underlord and Dazzle are heroes that work really well together because of the amount of heal coming from both of them, especially if Underlord goes for a mech. But in early game, they are not so mobile. It's easy to dodge. Let's call those ganks. You can't gank with the Dazzle, and with Underlord you can, but a little bit later, after 5, 6, 7 minutes. And they're not heroes that move easily around the map. If you look at, I don't know, Bounty Hunter, Rikimaru, Earth Spirit, Rubik, these are heroes that can gank easily. Those 2 are really not.
And the thing that I'm worried about now as well is that you have the same problem that you're probably going to run into where StarLadder and Rubik are going to be able to roam around the map, and it's going to be harder for them to find the kills than they found on Ember Spirit because they don't have the dire side where you can get that nice little wraparound through the trees. But Shadow Fiend could still get dove here, particularly if they start to really aggressively invade the Radiant jungle. And I'm just concerned about the dive potential they have in Liquid. They've yet to reveal the mid player. Like it feels like Dazzle is almost going to have to camp Shadow Fiend mid to keep him alive in this game.
We'll see what Liquid picks. They still lack a mid hero, as you said. So I'm looking forward to see what's going on the mid lane. It's always fun to play against Shadow Fiend. It was one of my favorite heroes to play against because that hero is like a creep early game. Just favorite to kill. Just love to kill that hero.
10 seconds remaining.
Also, good Rubik game. Good spells to steal from Dazzle and Underlord.
Yeah.
Also, they lack Lockdown for Nerubian Weaver. See Underlord, Pit of Malice, and Bat Rider, Lasso, and that's it.
Yeah,
plus all the other stuff you need to focus on in team fights.
Like maybe out of Na'Vi they go like Necro's already been banned. I was gonna say that would be an interesting one, and then have like Shadow Fiend be able to burst through somebody, but. Maybe I don't even know what Na'Vi need to go for in the last pick. Something with some amount of control, like at least a stun for me.
Yeah, they lack stun. I want to see Invoker coming out from Team Liquid or that one. That hero is always fun to watch. Those double searing chains is just so damn good.
Totally.
Then the last game didn't even have a blink dagger. I think that was a bit of a mistake. He couldn't position himself.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I guess maybe just wanting to get into items that would allow him to tank up a little bit or whatever, or survive longer, deal more damage in the fight. Like they were working at such a deficit at that point too that it was just so hard for it to work out. But Na'Vi, last pick right now, safe lane hero, maybe gonna go with the stun. Is there anything that really strikes your fancy, or do you think it's pretty okay with whatever?
I don't know about...
Maybe Sven? Is that still a hero in Dota 2 anymore?
Yeah, it is. It was played at Dota Pit, especially. It's a good suggestion from you, especially versus Weaver and StarLadder to give that bonus armor. I mean, Sven as a hero is not so strong anymore because that hero, the way he was played before. You went for Helm of the Dominator. Oh, nice. As goes for Sven, you went for Helm of the Dominator, and then you stacked some ancient camps and farmed forest. Now it's a bit harder because creeps spawn every 2 minutes, and you don't pretty much have anyone to stack you those ancients. So it's a little bit out of meta, but it could have worked out here as well. Chaos Knight, I love this hero. I don't love it against Timbersaw, but I love it in general. If you just look at Chaos Knight against no one, he's a good hero. But if you look what Team Liquid has, then it's not such a great hero.
That's really rough. Yeah. Well, this is feeling like there's a potential for a lot of trouble for Chaos Knight, but they might end up being able to pull it off. Pycat running it. We'll see how he ends up doing. Early predictions. Do you think that Na'Vi have a chance here? Liquid obviously were incredibly dominant last game. What's your read on this?
Well, everyone
the way that
has
this
a
is going to
chance
play out?
in winning a game. We're not gonna say from the start that one team is gonna lose, but I think Liquid has an upper hand in this because of the draft they have against. They got their hands on StarLadder and on Timbersaw. And they have this position 4 Underlord, which I'm not a big fan of from what I saw. It doesn't scale that good. He needs levels and he needs farm to be efficient so he can tank up.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's something that we're going to have to see if he's able to get into that amount of farm early on. Look at this Chaos Knight set, by the way. This thing is beautiful. Oh
yeah,
my god.
It is. Look at it. Just so amazing.
Shield. Oh, man. Where do you get this set? No idea.
I want to see a mid matchup. SF versus Ember Spirit. It can go both ways. Because Shadowfiend, he just removes... they're gonna be pretty much the same level. So Shadowfiend removes his Flame Guard with 2 raises.
Oh,
Depends how game's gonna be played, who's gonna come mid, but Ember Spirit has a upper hand, especially if he gets level 6 before him. He can just dive in those triple remnants plus Flame Guard and Searing Chains. If he goes in on him, he can't remove his shield because of the being able to use only 1 raise. Like if he dives you can only use 1 raise, and that's the closest one. He's just gonna be at your 100 range, so you can't remove it if he dives you. So I expect some early ganks from Team Liquid. They want to give some advantage to Miracle because of that, so he can just be at a better position later on, just get that level 6 and then get some more kills. Shadowfiend is just gonna be food if it's that kind of scenario, but we'll see.
So I like this movement down as well. StarLadder, he is going to end up going in there. He drops down a ward, hangs out, breaks a smoke that comes, but because of that, he ends up actually revealing his ward placement by Navi. So it does end up amounting to a lost ward in this bottom lane, but it looks like they are going to be just sticking with Mind Control alone up in the top lane, and wasn't fully expecting it to be a Mind Control Weaver.
Yeah, he plays it. Well, it's a Matumba man on... Timberman on Timbersaw, so it had to be. We see a lot of players like they like to switch. For example, when Kuroki and Matumba Man are playing stuff like Pudge, and I don't know, they like to switch roles. Same goes for when Black from Team Faceless plays Pudge. He goes to position 4 from carry position.
Oh, speaking of some trouble down here, General running away. That's not your tower, man. You need to get the hell out of here. He's going to end up dropping down. First blood drawn by GH, and well, Boots first is pretty good on the StarLadder, turns out.
Yeah, it always is. Just give them that extra movement. Chaos Knight is going to farm. Free farm at the top lane, but so will Matumba Man on bottom lane.
No. This is going to be interesting to see how this works out, too. I haven't seen a lot of CK, and actually, Talent Tree, Reality Rift pierces spell immunity. If he gets to level 25, that is actually spectacular. That's a really cool one. Do you go that or cooldown reduction, do you think?
Cooldown reduction on who?
On CK? 20%.
CK. Depends how the game goes. None of these heroes in Team Liquid have... BKB carrier hero.
Okay.
Ember is not, Timber is not, StarLadder, it's position 4 StarLadder. It might be if he gets farm, but they don't need it, so he's gonna probably go for a cooldown reduction.
Alright. We also see this movement out now. Liquid, they're going to go and contest both of the bounty runes. They pick up the ones on the side of Navi's map and might even be able to pick up the other ones as well. As Biver, 5 HP, but GH is there. He misses his crutch. In a little bit of trouble now. He's also getting hit by the tower. Can they find this kill? They have Armen in the area.
Nice
him low.
Biver
is going to die. And, well, now Pycat on top of Mind Control. He is going to drop also. So Team Liquid with a serious little mistake there.
Let's see how the mid goes. 12 versus 9 CS in favor of Shadowfiend. It's pretty even.
Yeah. Is this something that you would expect in this matchup?
Yeah, it's pretty even matchup. Both are gonna farm. Shadowfiend can just clear the wave and just farm forest, maybe stack it if it's a good timing.
No. But meanwhile, it's kind of something where you'd expect that those rotations would come, but they brought the Underlord in to try and help defend against that movement. When level 6 comes around, does that change anything for Miracle?
Yeah, it does. He's so much stronger than when Shadowfiend hits level 6. It doesn't practically do anything on Shadowfiend, but for Miracle, he becomes like 2 times stronger hero on level 6. If you see Roman on Underlord, he's farming with Quelling Blade in jungle. which is what I saw some people doing it, but there's a ward from Team Liquid. GH has a vision on him. I'll just try to steal some XP from that, maybe even steal the creeps.
Oh yeah, gonna punish that one and actually able to take that one away.
He got it.
Well done.
Sneaky little GH.
Was sprinting around causing mischief. Omen is going to head back into here now, though, and they're just keeping their eyes on it. Also able to steal away a bounty rune. So Liquid has pretty consistently been able to come and contest. This is something that we've seen a lot of GH doing, is just making sure he picks up as many of those bounty runes as he can, and really heavily prioritizing going into the enemy jungle for it. Oh, Dendi facing Miracle. That's bold, but pushes them away from the shrine. Get the full value out of it. Dendi's been having a really good game this time around.
Yeah, it's 25 against 13, double the CS. Pitlord is standing on top of the hill. They're trying to push mid tower. Has siege creep as well, just to do some damage. Gonna use 2 raises to clear the creep wave.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower.
Bottom lane as well, pressure being mounted. GH is here with mind control, and big creep wave coming in for Pycat. They reality wrap back in, mind control, stun as well, but the turnaround stun is also going to be there. Bug's now on and might chase down Pycat a little bit. Mind control took another one of those tower blasts, so a little bit unfortunate for them. Couldn't dive it, and looks like Na'Vi will be able to walk away unscathed. Pretty fine for the moment.
Yeah, pretty even game. 2-2, 5 minutes. Level 5 Shadow Fiend, level 5 Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit lacks a bit of XP to get that level 6.
Well, the early rotations I was expecting haven't completely amounted to a ton of kills, but now Pycat is just going to get ran on. They have Ivor in the area, but no mana for Grave. I don't know if it would have mattered anyways. It probably would have, but geez, that hurts.
Unfortunate, actually. Rubik,
Gotcha.
pretty high level, almost level 5.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Is this a situation now where, like, how is it that one of these teams taking advantage, or what do you feel like is going to be the main go point for them to start trying to move towards objectives?
Well, they're just... it's not like they have some mid-game objective, because they don't know how the game is gonna turn, but they're just trying to farm, get some... because these heroes, Underlord and Dazzle, they're not really... don't have much ganking potential. They're better if the enemy team dives you, so they just need to be at the right position at the right time. For Na'Vi, that's what they need to do.
Oh, you know what? Kuroki just saw that they used the speed boost on the courier, and he might walk back in to try and get the snipe on this as it comes back out.
Yeah, I just saw it. Like, he's trying to do it. Yeah, the ward he placed, just saw it. Okay, will he have enough damage to do it? The bottle is coming back for some reason to pick up a ward and TP.
Alright, man, they've actually caught on to him now, and they realize what's going to happen is, well, Miracle taking a lot of damage from Dendi here. The raises, can they quite finish? No! He's going to walk away, but now the snipe on the courier? Nah, they can't go for it. They're just going to back out. Don't want to push their luck. Bottom lane, more damage going in as they're trying to control it, mind control. They do not have another stun as Chaos Knight is out of mana.
Let's see what Chaos Knight will build. It's a classic build for now. Power Treads and Magic Wand in quick buy. After that, maybe a Helm of the Dominator to get some extra stats, because he lacks mana. Before, drums were... Oh, will it be enough? Will it be enough?
Yeah, they are going to be able to find one kill down there in the bottom lane, but then on the other side, GH is going to probably sacrifice his life. Well, maybe not. Trying to get... Oh, there's a raise. There's no way. Dendi came on in, so they punished the bounty steal, and I guess down bottom it was just a kill on the Weaver.
Yeah, they got the Weaver. Barely, but got him. Yeah, I like how two of us work together. Everyone's seeing one side of the map. We got each other covered, bro.
What a guy. Bestest.
Bestest.
That's right. As it looks like they're going to move in for some more damage onto the... I guess they're thinking about trying to do something here in mid for Miracle, but it's just been a very passive, get your farm up, try and find those levels, and God, Ember Spirit, every time he walks in, is just getting that Flame Guard taken down.
Yeah, I mentioned it before, two raises will be enough just to take that Flame Guard off. And look at the CS, 58 against 26, that's even more than double for Shadowfiend.
Dendy's back, everybody. I think that's what we can all know from this little statistic right
Dendy
here.
was never gone. Dendy was always here, at least in our hearts.
True enough. So, see if Miracle can deal with this pressure that's coming out. How do you come back into this game if you're Miracle at this point, considering how far behind he is in terms of CS?
Oh, he's 1.5 level below SF and 25 creeps below. He just needs to get some good plays from GH and Rubik and just be in fights to get back into the game. He can farm. I mean, Shadowfiend just flash farms.
Over to the side here, GH is going to get gone upon. There's multiple TPs that are rotating in. Mind Control trying to dive for this one, but he might end up paying the cost. But never mind,
what a play from Matumba.
He hasn't killed Fiverr that yellow, and now Dendy doing a good bit as well.
Beaver has for a TP.
They might be able to make that happen. Matumba is going to
scout him.
Find that one. Now looking for more. Now General in some trouble. He is going to die. So three dead. It was looking good for a second with Dendy, but he just couldn't do enough damage.
Matumba man just dealt like 500 insta damage to 3 of them.
God, and look at this now. Dendy in trouble, is going to drop. They bring in PyCat. He wants to find something here.
CK is going to die as well.
Do it. Oh, jeez, no. God. Oh, Liquid.
That's the play they needed to come back into the game. That's what I was talking about. The others making the plays and Miracle getting a kill on that Shadowfiend.
Lordy. That is one of those moments that to see as a Navi fan, but Liquid certainly looking strong here. And I mean, Matumba Man's going to be going back in towards this cloak here, or rather the hood, which is going to be completed if he wants to go pick it up a side shop. I don't know how you kill him at this point. It's going to be really tough.
Yes, for now it's all magical damage output from Navi, so he is all good. He can just turn that on. 325 magic block. It's just plus he has how much? Let me check. 47% magic resistance.
Oh lordy. Yeah, that is tough. Meanwhile, you can see GH is... look at how scared Navi is here. A couple of heroes are missing from the map. They see that StarLadder is moving over this direction, throwing amp on Shadowfiend. He can't farm comfortably. Navi are completely hemmed in now, and going to need to make some type of a play.
Liquid is playing so aggressive, considering that they still didn't take tier 1 mid tower.
Oh, General Grave gonna TP. That was a nice play. All right, no chains, and he is going to escape. So well played there by Viver, able to come in and help out his buddy. But now they found 2 with Armin and Dendy.
Just passing by, saying hi, searing chains, high five.
12 minutes in now, 5-9 is the score, but you can take a look at the net worth graph, heavily into the favor of Liquid as well. 3,000 net worth and around 1,500 experience. How does the next couple of minutes shape up for both of these teams?
Liquid will just try to play as aggressive as they can, because they have what they need. They don't have the items, but they have the levels and the heroes to fight them. 30
seconds stun on Miracle. They have the Pit of Malice down on Kuroki. This might be the turnaround that they need. They're already able to take down 1, now looking for another. They pull back in Miracle. The Remnant goes out, but they're not going to be able to catch up to it now. Another stun could come from PyCat, but Blink online, they weren't quite able to do enough with Batrider. He had to use Lasso earlier to escape from that last gank.
I bet Batrider just showed his Blink dagger, so they know he has it, so they will be more careful. Just try to maybe use scan just to see if he's going for a gank. But overall, General is pretty farmed. Has a Blink Dagger bottle, considering what he was laning against.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It still feels to me as if they have the ways to get back into it. Maybe a pick-off on Mind Control would be the thing that does it. He jukes out to the side. Good decision to head this way instead. Well, maybe not. General spots him. He's like, oh, you're still here? Let's hang out for a second.
They don't have any reveal, but CK, oh, time lapses.
What is Mind Control doing? All right, they have found him finally, and there's the pull-in. Can they kill him off in time? Pycat here. Stun. No, it's not enough.
Tower is under attack.
He just walks back in again. All right.
Yeah, what is he gonna do? Just stand here for the next? Yeah, they use scan.
Oh, stay
it's so close.
skilled.
They got him. They got him.
Oh, Pycat.
Pycat knows. Pycat knows. Yeah.
There's the stun. There's the reality rift trying to find it. General, he's gonna sneak away again. Buy some dust. Navi, get yourself reveal. What
He has
is
another
this?
TP. 37 seconds cooldown. Maybe he TP's out. Actually, he's just gonna run. All right. Meanwhile, there's
Space created. That's
Timbersaw. Timbersaw killing that tier 2 tower bottom and has a. His item finished.
And
He has enough gold if he disassembles arcane boots. Yeah.
Radiant's
And
middle tower
StarLadder
is
got
under
his
attack.
Blink Dagger. It's gonna be so easy to fight for Team Liquid right now. StarLadder is TPing.
want to take this Pycat behind the tower, and I don't know if they realize that this is what happened. He did make the long path around. He was eating up through the trees, and now is going to send the illusions. This is actually a really great play like Pycat. Going to be able to immediately jump onto DH and is going to die. So a great catch out there. It means no Blink Dagger from StarLadder. Mind Control trying to run away, but a really nice play there by Pycat.
Is under attack.
Yeah, Mind Control again doing his thing. Oh, Shadow Fiend.
Dendi in some trouble. Firestorm down as well, trying to get out of there, but Miracle's here as well. They
Nice
get the
grave
grave.
coming out from Dazzle.
All right, turnaround might
But
come
let's
about
see if
now.
it's gonna be enough.
Heal, dodges one of the chains. Mind Control goes through him. They do find that kill, but that
Yeah,
also
but-
took down Weaver. Okay.
Weaver was there like 3 minutes ago as well. It's his spot.
Finally ends up dying to it. Kuroki is going to grave
Kuroki,
himself.
nice play.
The flame
No.
break should kill him in base, though, I think.
No.
No, it's not quite enough. So,
He didn't
Well
even
played by
have mana for lasso.
top lane, Pycat stuns up. This fight has been going on for a while now. There's just running around the map, and they're going to end up finally losing Pycat. So, I don't know. It looks like that's pretty heavily favoring Team Liquid. They lost Shadow Fiend. and
Navi is
Chaos
getting
Knight.
some kills, but in return they're giving so much more. And they're not killing the cores, they just killed the position 4 StarLadder, and that's it.
Now,
Also is ready.
General gonna walk in.
Shadow Fiend only has 18 souls. It's not gonna be enough for a fight.
Not enough for a Roshan either, unfortunately. So Liquid back out, and
As you can see, this position 4 Underlord, it's not quite working. He is 1-3-3, and look at his item. I mean, he's still gonna do his thing in a team fight, but he lacks items to be tanky.
yeah, and this is a lineup that can't really afford to happen. He's a really big target for Timbersaw to hit with his full combo, and well, honestly, like, even with the bugs on him, RMN needs to be really careful here. So, tough one right now, indeed, if you're RMN. So, at least in the meantime, Chaos Knight trying to build into a Helmet Dominator. He went for a Midas. Do you like
Midas.
this pickup?
Yeah, I like the build. He needs to get back into the game. He didn't have much farm at the start. He's at what, position 5 in net worth.
Oh, Viper though, he gets the
Oh.
grave off.
Heck,
That
he's
was
gonna live.
necessary.
He's gonna live, but CK used his ultimate.
Now close to being able to find that pick eventually, but that's really unfortunate. It's a long cooldown too.
Yeah, if you look at the Miracle's items, he's not going for that whale build into Boots of Travel. He just went for Power Treads and going for Lincoln Sphere so that they can't kill him, which is really smart.
Oh, geez, and now Dendy is just going to drop again. They're going to be able to chase this further. They found General and trying to get the Dark Rift out. Matumba Man doesn't have enough damage there quickly.
They're just going to back out.
Yeah.
A lot of players on StarLadder, after they get Blink, they love to go for Midas after that, which I prefer. But sometimes if you think the game's not gonna end, if you think the game's not gonna last, they prefer to go for Staff, which is also good. You need to have that feeling. If the game's gonna end in next 10 minutes, 10 minutes, let's say, or it's gonna last a little longer than that, so you just go for Midas, and then you have one more hero secured for a late game.
Yeah, definitely. You can also see now that Timbersaw's starting to get his Bloodstone charges up too, so they're in a position where they can accelerate and try and end that game early. As another smoke play, but it's just so hard to find that kill. They're going to go and look for the Remnant, and this is pretty heads up. General spots him out, but there's the Remnant away, so not quite perfectly on the mark, but it was a nice idea from Navi. And they might end up losing
they see
Dendy.
Shadow Fiend.
Oh god,
Shadow Fiend is alone.
They're diving everywhere. Yeah, he's just Dendy after a nice start is just completely hemmed in.
Even Weaver has a Lincoln Sphere, so that's a second one coming out of them in the next few minutes, which is gonna be really hard for Navi to fight. They only have Lasso and CK stuff to cancel it.
Yeah, it's pretty god awful for dealing with the Lincolns. This is rapidly going to start going out of control, I feel like, and it might end up looking like last game. If you're Navi at this point, what's your plan? What's your go-to move? Is there anything really outside of just trying to buy for more time?
I think they need to not get picked off and try to get a pick off for them with Batrider, some smokes, or maybe a Pit Lord ult. And that's it. They need to play passive at the moment, except trying to find a kill with Batrider. I mean, their picks, as I mentioned during the pick phase, in terms of Dazzle and Underlord, don't have much kill potential. And they need to move with a CK, Batrider, +1 hero to get a kill. Especially when the two Lincolns are up.
Yeah, you can see this Lincoln Sphere, it's just completely preventing them from doing anything. And you would love to be able to go on to Miracle right now, down to half HP, no Flame Guard up, but they just can't make the initiation. Ugh. Somewhat heartbreaking there. But net worth lead, 10,000, they're still stalking them, and well, the pings come out, they realize, yeah, okay, we should probably run away now. They have Dark Rift if they want to go for it. It's very safe play by Liquid right here.
Yeah, they're just going look at the war they have. Then they pretty much see everything on this side of the map. They see Navi's movement, really good placement of the wards, and then slowly they're just gonna try to take tier 2 towers and have a good Roche in StarLadder's ult as well, so the Roche goes down quickly. They just need to create more space so they feel more secure to go on Roche. And Miracle has Arcane Rune. This is the best rune for Ember Spirit. Yeah.
This is scary. And
besides maybe double damage late game, I'd say.
Right.
But I'd still go for Arcane Rune instead of DD maybe.
All right, well, here we go. Big chance right now for them to actually go for initiation. Liquid is backing out. They need to be careful on the side of Navi.
Yeah.
If they happen to put themselves in a bad position, they could end up overextending.
Yeah, but look at the bottom lane meanwhile. Liquid just split pushing them. Navi doesn't have much catch. You see, they're trying to do something, but they can't. It feels so hopeless for them. It's like you're losing the game, but you need to get back into the game somehow. But they try to go top, but they don't have anything to go with. So look at this Weaver with Lincoln Sphere just trying to split push. They're trying to go on top.
And now they're going to pick them off as they back out. They're not all together, and they're going to be able to catch Arman. Roman going down and is going to drop, so now the fight becomes even that much more difficult. Well, the tier 3 tower is almost taken in the bottom lane. Across the board, Liquid Just they know what they need to accomplish, and they're getting it done time and again.
Radiant's top tower.
And now they're gonna go Roche. Look at the TP coming out from Weaver with Bugs and StarLadder. They're just gonna do it. It's being pinged.
Well, we can start taking a look maybe at some of the talent, see if that finds any way to get them back into this now.
Maybe they get some good talents at level 15, 20 on Navi's side to see if they can turn it. Yeah, CK, it's a no. Shadowfiend, it's a no. Underlord, no. Yeah, it's a no.
It's a no.
It's a no.
I think that's what we can leave it at.
Yeah,
oh, wait, hold up there. There's a big fight here as they've caught on to, well, Miracle trying to go into Dendy, but General, oh, good jump away. And now, I mean, Liquid is still taking this. This isn't by any means free, as General
no,
does
it's not
have
free.
a blink in a
can
second.
still contest it.
Jump forward. Matumba not going to be able to control him out. Pycat is going to end up jumping back into it now. He's controlled and has popped his ulti, but all of his illusions are already very low. And they actually can't stay around any longer. They have been able to catch on to Miracle, though. That's a jump forward. A good touch from GH. Is it going to be enough? It looks like he's going to be able to survive through it. Meanwhile, Dendy popping the BKB, they run away. Nobody dead as of yet, but they jump through with Matumba Man and kill off Pycat. And now looking for more. General on his last legs, and Araman does not have Dark Rift at this point to get the rest of his team out. Looks like General is going to survive for a second, and breaking Blink Dagger, but Force Staff can be back up in a second for GH. Matumba chasing down Roman. He is going to almost fall. Miracle was so low, but they couldn't get the kill. 4 dead from Na'Vi. And Roshan still on the menu.
It looked promising for Na'Vi at one point, like when Ember went in and dropped to very low HP. He's just buying time for his team. He knows the hero perfectly. And then Timbersaw goes in and they really don't have anything to deal with that super farm Timbersaw. 19 charges on him, 0 deaths, 25 minutes.
Miracle diving for the Dazzle, basically to the tier 4s at this point, and I mean Pycat's got a Midas, so you never know.
Yeah, you never know what can happen. I agree. Like if he has that 20% cooldown reduction, he can use Midas faster.
There you go. That's the dream right there. Broke the Lincolns, but couldn't get the catch on to Miracle. As he just remnants away again. This is the thing that always feels like it's the best part of Liquid's drafts, is that they play very safe. They don't try and overextend, and almost sometimes to a fault, but you can see this time around it's going to be hard for them to throw this game.
It really will. I mean, they gave Aegis to Weaver, who has Lincoln Sphere, Dragonlance, and Maelstrom.
What a monster. Oh, and yeah, just a casual Requiem of Souls by Kuro as well. It's about to come off cooldown. As Araman
just running
not
around
for this world. Tumba Man, 20 Bloodstone charges.
He knew his fate there. Just, okay, let me die.
You know, I will say, we're maybe being a little bit harsh on Na'Vi here. They're a team that has just formed their very first game as their full official squad. And particularly in Game 1, I felt like there was parts of their draft that looked really strong. And I thought that their play was pretty good.
Yeah,
well, what's your read on it?
Both games, they had, I think they didn't draft well. They lacked... oh my god. They lacked... some control in the picks and the initiation, but overall they played the laning phase and the mid-game, first part of the mid-game they played really well. Then after that, Liquid just took control of the game, both games.
And it's not really stopping now either. I mean, they ran after CK, took him down. Oh, Araman doesn't even get off any of his abilities as Force Staff forward is going to take a ton of damage from this one. Meanwhile, Miracle, man up against Dendy, the BKB pops and immediately out. As soon as that BKB is down for Dendy, they all run away. Knew exactly what it was they wanted to accomplish, and now they're going to go back in. Round 2, ding, 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 and General already going to go down. Bibberswell going to TP out of here, but there's the lift from Kuro. He was never going to escape, as it looks like Barracks are going to fall.
They're so farmed, but Liquid loves to play. They don't overextend in team fights, and there's the GG being called. They don't overextend. They just play safe when they think the game might go wrong, they just back. In team fights as well, they just go in, they don't overextend, get 1-2 kills, back, try to force a buyback if they have, if not, they take a tower, they just take it slow. Really, really calm team.